Good day, global crypto enthusiast. How's everybody today? This is 88 Fantastic coming to you Saturday, May 18th, 2019, with our usual every Saturday faucet portfolio update to see where we're going on the week. So, the first thing we do is we're going to grab our numbers for the week and get them punched in. So, we see this week Bitcoin at a positive gain of 6.91% at $7,361 at plus 694. Last week, Saturday to Saturday, Bitcoin was at $6,887, coming with a 7.74 weekly Saturday to Saturday gain. And if memory serves me right, that is three consecutive Saturday to Saturdays where Bitcoin has gained 7% in a row, 3 weeks straight. So let's go over to our portfolios and we will get this all punched in. Let's just mark that in at 441. Our previous totals from last Saturday were 408. So let's go to our calculator and see how much percentage wise we made this week. And like I said, last week we were at 408. This week we were at 441. So we gained another 8.08% on our portfolio. Another outstanding week of growth, 8%. So the week before we had gained 21%. And as if anybody's been watching this market, I mean, this was an absolutely bizarre week. I mean, we'll go through that in a second. And then what we wanted to do was show you our faucet up, and we wanted to do a withdraw. And we're going to take out our Digibyte this week. We'd like to get it over 100. Advertising will stop. That's my address. I know that. Submit a withdraw. Good to go. All right, so let's go over our totals for the week. Really nice to see. We are at 7. We actually got up to 4. Like we were getting close to $500 this week. I mean, when the early money came in, as you can see this week. So what would that be? May 15th was 14th and 15th were the two really big days, right? So again, when you're doing this, fully expect to watch your portfolio flow with the price of Bitcoin and the rest of the market, right? So you can see my portfolio literally mirrors the Bitcoin run this week and the Bitcoin fall on this week. So the one thing don't forget you've got to realize is that your portfolio, even though it's free, FREE money, it's still going to follow what the market is doing as well, right? So again, the whole reason we do this, one, we like free money, and two, um, we want to see this. We want to see these bad boys skyrocket later on in the future, so that we can either turn them into cash, or we can put them into our favorite currency. So our totals on the week, again, with the prices going really high this week, the rewards are very small. Well, for what we've been doing since January, the rewards are really small. But like I said in my last video, we're still in such a small market. I mean, honestly, even if Bitcoin was up to say it's 10,000, 11,000, and everything else was say up 25, 30%, and our market cap was at 450, 500 billion, it's still a small market. And I know I said I'd stop doing this when Bitcoin hit 10,000, but you know what? If the rest of the alts can't keep up, then the rewards are still going to be pretty damn juicy. So with Bitcoin, we only made 15,600 Satoshis this week. I think I spent another 4 or 5,000 sats on betting more on the price of Bitcoin at the end of the month. With our Ethereum, we only gained another 15,000 sats. I'm not too sure what happened there. Well, Ethereum went through the roof this week, right? With Litecoin, we gained 47,500 sats. With Dash, we gained 32,000 sats. With our Ethereum Classic, we gained 300,000 sats. And Digibyte, we created another 49.6. So we're right on there. We're plugging along. And then we've added a couple of other ones from our faucets. We have some Dogecoin. This is from refurbishment faucets, and some Bitcore BTX, also some refer for some faucets. Again, not a whole bunch, but you know what? I greatly appreciate anybody that can come in and see the same things that I'm seeing, and they are earning some free cryptocurrency for the long run, right? And that's what we're all trying to do. Is we're all us everyday people. All we're trying to do is get a little bit of this in, so we can, you know, have have some extra little extra as we go down the road in life, right? So I've had questions like, well, why don't you take this out and why don't you go swing trade it and start doing this and yeah, because my totals just simply are not big enough. And for me to say take my $9 worth of Litecoin from a faucet and put it in and try and giddy up on it, there's just no point right now. I need to get these up to literally 25, $30 a pop. Then I'll start moving all of these. Like all of my airdrop coins, they're going to go, all of the spinner, everything, all of this eventually will go into these three here, if not just all of Bitcoin itself, right? So I'm a holder of last resort. I'll trade everything out, but I will never trade a SAT of BC. I'll gamble my BTC if I'm comfortable, but I won't try to trade it. I know that's messed up. So let's go through our market here. We are sitting at 231.5 billion with a daily trading average of about 77 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 53, 56%. So again, the other day we were talking about BTC going over 60% and me being against it. The reason I'm against it because that means nothing else is getting anything. Now, when Bitcoin dominance reduces, you see the alts are getting love as well, right? So we've seen an absolutely crazy week with the price of Bitcoin scaling up to close to 84, coming back to about 71, and it's been settling in between that 71 and 74 mark. And for those that have watched the video over the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about watching out for that $300, possibly a $400 gap based on the contracts now right now. So the 7-day number to me is I could care less about because the market's been getting crushed like we have been predicting since early April. So the two big numbers will be our 1 hour and our 24 hour, and we'll see if anybody's got anything positive going in there. Let's see if anybody's maintained. Binance coin is still crushing it right now in the top. Let's go top 7. Binance is the only one that's actually gained value from our last video. Binance last time I do believe was around the 26 mark, and everybody else was over 6, over 90, over 4, over 40 cents, over 240, and so on. So who else? Stellar is still doing pretty decent. You know, Stellar hit 14 cents, but you know what? They've had an absolutely outstanding week. So hopefully they can keep moving it. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm just looking for prices right now because I'm so used to looking at the prices. So we're just gonna have a quick scan through here. Puke SV is still getting money. Why you guys still putting money into that piece of shit is unknown to me. Trade it out and fucking get that thing right down to zero already. Let's keep going here. Neo must have had a massive dump the other night because they were as well over $12. And you know what? It's going to be like this all the way down. Because now, like I said, what we've been talking about since early April is getting ready for the mad panic of consensus for the 2 months and watching the sideways pumps go up and up and up. And what happened is the exact same thing that happened last year. So I showed you guys on a chart from last year, we went from 475 billion to 309 billion in a matter of days. And it was the exact same time, but a week earlier. And that's where it caught me as well, right? We went with the same timelines, and I've always said the charts are getting close, but the timeline is just a little bit off, and that's exactly what we saw here. We predicted 7 weeks out, 66 to 6,700 Bitcoin, and then the massive body blows and the speed bagging, and it happened literally on the 16th, right? So everyone was laughing at me in social media talking about a bear market and the uptrends. I would really like to know what the fuck you're looking at for an uptrend when we went from 263 billion back down to 221. Where's your uptrend? What are you talking about? It's still a bear market. There you go. Look at that. 263.3 all the way down to 221 within a day. Okay, so let's see what that was. 263 to 221 in a day. 263, 221. So you lost 16% overnight, and it's an uptrend. What you people are looking at is just mind-boggling to me, and I have no clue what you're actually looking at. That's ridiculous. So I'm sticking to everything that I've been talking about literally since early January all the way through April. The guys that have been watching these videos, you understand what I've been talking about, and we've nailed this market right almost to the dollar, and we're doing this 6, 7, 8 weeks in advance. But yet everybody else is still looking at their dailies and worrying about their price daily, and they keep forgetting about the overall market. There is more than one coin. There's more than Bitcoin. There's more than Ethereum. There's more than fucking XRP. There is 2,186 projects in the space, and yeah, guaranteed 2,000 of them are total pieces of shit still being worked on in their fucking garage, will never be used for anything, but people will still put money in on them because they won't research it and they'll look at digits and they'll make assumptions based on that. So those are the things we've always tried to worry and warn you guys about because, like I said, I've been in this space long enough. You know what's a piece of shit. You know who's moving and bumping. You know where the real money's always going to end up, and that's in these two right here, and possibly Litecoin. Other than that, everything else is a mystery. XRP, that's a mystery still. Bitcoin Cash, who knows? EOS, still a paper champion, has done nothing. Binance may be the top exchange for everything, but they've still done nothing. If anybody can tell me what Binance has done other than move to Malta, I'll be shocked. They failed in Russia, they failed in Africa, but they're still the top dog right now. And I'll stick with my prediction from the first week of January, and I'll say by the end of 2020, not 19, but the end of 2020, I still think Huobi will be the number one exchange on the planet by the end. By the end, not now, not this year because people just won't move off of Binance just yet. But give it another. What are we in here? May, another 12, another 17. Give it 19 months, and Huobi will be the number one exchange in the market. So that's a prediction I came out with in early January, and I'm going to stick with that one. So that's all I got for you guys. Just wanted to show you the positive the positive ways of coming onto the computer and getting your internet connection going and getting yourself some free FREE cryptocurrency. Build up those little micro amounts. Who knows? We might have another 4 or 5 months of low prices and big juicy rewards to get ready for jackpot January of 2020 and that massive Morton Ginsu hard-on hockey stick of a chart that we're going to see for 3 to 5 years. That's where you want to get your all your time and get in here and start collecting as much as you guys can. So go back to my previous links. We're not popping up anymore for a little while. We're going to be concentrating on the market and the news and the current trends going forward now. I've given you guys every link I possibly can. There's over 100 links in there. Every video on how to set up wallets, how to link your addresses, step by steps, the whole shebang. All you got to do is, as a person now, is just check out the videos, go back, take your time, and if you have any questions, come out and ask me. I'm here for you guys. So I do this, so I got a digital recording for myself. I'm here to try and help new people. Again, I do apologize, but I'm getting old and I just don't deal with stupid very well anymore. So I don't give myself a 30-second breather. I smash stupid instantly. I've got no time for Telegram and Twitter and Reddit groups where the ignorance levels are getting to an all-time high where everybody thinks they know what they're talking about and everyone's talking about this massive bull rush and uptrends and we haven't seen it. That's what blows me away. We have not seen that, but yet everyone predicts it, and it's the complete backwards of actually what we're seeing right now. So get some new people in here, get some people subbed up. We're still trying to scratch and claw our way up to that 100th sub. Again, I never ask anybody for anything, but you know, at some point I would like to be able to hook up with AdSense and start collecting from YouTube. I mean, we're getting into the thousands of hours of views, but if I can't get up to the necessary subs, I can't even make 50 cents off of fucking YouTube, right? And why not? If you, I don't want anything from the viewer. You know what? I'd like to collect off of YouTube and off of all of the ads. That'd be sweet, right? But we need to get up to 100. Then we need to get up to 1,000. So at this rate, we're looking at about 20. The last Bitcoin might be mined in 2040 by the time I get up to 1,000 subs. So hopefully it don't take that long. So I might be dead by then. But anyways, stay positive. This is still a new emerging market. I don't care what anybody says. Because you've been in the space for a couple of years, it doesn't make you an OG. Because you were somebody that happened to get in on Bitcoin a little bit earlier than the rest of the world, you know what? That doesn't make you special. That doesn't make you better than anybody. That doesn't make you know the market better than anybody else. That's all there is to it. I mean, that's the realization that we're in right now, whereas the internet makes everybody a keyboard warrior and smart as fuck, right? But none of those people will come in here and do the number one thing, which is timestamp your fucking proof. Not many people, if any, other than me do that. But everybody else will just come out and generalize something. Well, in 2020, the price could be this. You know what? In 2020, in 2030, 2040, anything could be anything. So to get the real proof, from a guy like me or anybody else on YouTube, you got to timestamp it. You got to put a price, a date, and a reason with it. And that's exactly what I've done since day one. So, as always, take care, everybody. This is 88 Fantastic, showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market. Take care, y'all.